me something to drink. Oh boy. Yeah. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. I'm not walking today, you guys. I'm not fucking walking today. I'm just gonna take my chances and take the fucking bus downtown. Cause all that walking shit, man. And I don't know about you guys. I get tired of looking at the same scenery. I get tired of looking at the same buildings. I get tired of looking at the same things on that walk, man. And it's dark right now. I don't feel like doing that shit. Not today. Not today. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. This is your homegirl, Arabia. Arabia Barbosa. What's up, Just Jay? You not still over there? What's so dope? Oh my God, that is the only man I know that go live at night and stay live. I don't know how many different hours. I can't do Oh So Dope right now. He kind of boring right now. I like him, but he boring. I was over there earlier, and I couldn't understand a thing that was happening. I had to leave out of there, man. I left. I went to go look at another video. Basically, I'm getting into that TV thing, that TV series, and it's called Evil Lives Here. That's what it's called. Evil Lives Here. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, I'm going to take the bus this morning. I'm not walking this morning. Matter of fact, if I can. Now, I know that by the time I get there'll probably be very little left. I don't give a fuck about that. Because you walking out, we be walking out there early in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30, 4 o'clock. And sometimes when we walk down there, we don't even get on a ticket. And I'm not doing all that. I'd rather just go ahead and take the bus down there, sit for a little while, find out what's going on. And if ain't nothing happening, just take my transfer, get on the next bus and come back home. I'm not going to be wasting my time walking too much, especially if I don't have to. I feel it's kind of stupid because we're looking at the same streets, the same buildings, the same everything. There's no excitement in that. I'd say, yeah. Hey, Mrs. V, good morning. Mrs. V, you up this early? Mrs. V, you must be having a hard time sleeping because I know you got to be at work in a few hours. Matter of fact, I don't know what time you go to work, but I know you got to be there in a few hours. Shout out to you. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, man. The only thing I did last night was do my short videos. You got the Dorothy Danridge video going up there. You got Billie Holiday. You got the Open Bible because one of the ladies that's on the YouTubes, and she's an OG. I think matter of fact, her name is Really Live TV. And she used to be on the YouTubes all the time. She used to be with the rabbits. And I guess that she wanted to go over there and participate with the church more. So she's still down with the rabbits, but right now when she do her videos, she just be talking about God and going to church and the Bible and all that. So I had to share that one video with the Clark sisters singing and the Bible being, because I miss Really. I miss Really Live TV. You know what I mean? She was something. She was something. Shout out to her. You take the bus to what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the bus to the fucking office. You know, to the same place I go to get dispatched to get the jobs. That's where I'm gonna take the bus to. Cause I decided that all that walking we be doing, and there was one particular, I think it happened to us like 3, maybe 4 times. We walked all the way down there, right? It took us like an hour to walk down there, and we still didn't get on a fucking ticket. I said, man, I ain't walking nowhere. I ain't taking my people all the way down there, and then I don't get on. Coming that early in the morning, man, shit. Because I remember them mornings because I had to walk back home. I think I walked back home like 3, maybe 4 times. I don't feel like doing that today, man. If she got, matter of fact, by 5:30, I'm going to call down there. She need to answer that phone. Be like, yo, I'm going to be down there around 6 o'clock. You going to have something for me? Because I'd rather not leave my house if I don't got nothing going on. Because I feel that's a fucking waste of time. You know what I mean? Shout out to the chat. We got 4 people in the building. Thank you for the 4 likes. Thank you for the views. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate your support of this channel. I appreciate your support of this channel. But mostly, like, I'm going to be doing more shorts than, because yesterday I went live, right? Yesterday I went live, which was good for me. Because I believe some people came into the chat and, we was having a good time. So yesterday I had went live on StreamYards. I had dropped the link and everything. Some fucking racist. It was a racist dude that came into the fucking chat. And he had hit the link. You know how you hit the thing so you can come on the link? I wouldn't let his punk ass up. You know why? Because I don't fucking know him, and he's not a part of my crew, and I don't know why he was in my fucking chat. Come to find out, I found out later who the fuck that was. Because when he appeared in the chat, he was under a different name, using the name that was behind the avatar. So I automatically thought this is a palm bomber. Come to find out later on when I did my research about that dude, he's another racist white punk, another racist cracker on these YouTube streets. And that's all he does. That's all he goes to different channels where there's a black YouTuber only to fuck with him. Only to fuck with him because he went to Johnny Blaze's channel and called Johnny Blaze all kinds of niggas. And Johnny Blaze was like letting them know, yo, don't come over here with that bullshit. And then the dude was like, oh, I guess you getting ready to drop me. Johnny Blaze handled it perfect. He handled it perfect. He let the dude talk for a little bit. Then the dude, I don't know if Johnny dropped him or not, but shout out to Johnny Blaze too, because Johnny, handled that. John handled it. So shout out to John. You know what I mean? But then we got a problem in this sector, and nobody seems to be talking about it. That there's a lot of racists, there's a lot of white people that be in our sector. They only come over to do one or two things. One, to insult the YouTube creator that is holding the video, that is hosting that video that day. And number two, either the palm bomber. So a lot of times, I'm not saying all of them, not all. I'm just saying some. You got a lot of them that are very racist. They love to use the nigger word, the N word, and they like to palm bomb you. Yeah, we got a lot of problems like that in this sector. And it's been happening for a couple of years. Because I think I've been palm bombed like 2-3 times. Once on this channel, and I think 2 times on my bigger channel. The one where I'm using my father's avatar, and it's like over 600 subscribers for that channel. I don't use that channel. All my channels that I don't use, every last one of them is still up. Every last one of them is still up, still on the YouTube streets. I just don't remember the password to get into those channels. I don't remember it, so I'm not even fucking with them. But the only time I want to go over there and reference something from any of my channels, I'll go over it. And then if I want to share it on this channel, that's what I do. That's what I do. So shout out to the chat. Oh, thanks, Just Jay. Just Jay, I miss you going live, man. These YouTube streets is dry. Even though it be some of us going live, man, we need you to come back and go. We don't care if it's controversy or not. I'm gonna speak for me. I don't give a fuck. I just want you to come back. Fuck these haters. Because all they do is be hating. Miss V, okay, I'll talk to y'all later. Yeah, but I was over there also Dope's channel. I don't know who he got on the panel. He's up there laughing and giggling. So, I don't know what's going on. I'm not gonna be up here that very long because I want to lay back down and take me another nap before I have to get back up and take a shower and get dressed and put on my shoes and go on the bus and go downtown. I gotta be out of here no later than 5:30, 5:45. But before I do all that, I'm gonna just text. I'm just gonna text and call because I don't feel like wasting my time going all the way down there. There's no ticket. There's no work for me to go on. And then I got to come back home on the bus anyway. Fuck that shit, man. I'm tired of walking down there and all that, man. I've been with this company on and off since I was 28 years old. I started off in Columbia, South Carolina with them. Now I'm living here in Charleston and stuff. And basically, if she's gonna send me out, she's gonna send me out. You know what I mean? I remember one time I went down there. It was after 6:30. She had a ticket for me to go on. I went on the fucking ticket. You know, shout out to the chat. But I just don't feel like all that walking this morning. I don't. It's boring. I'm looking at the same streets. I'm looking at the same buildings. I'm looking at the same lights. It's boring after a while, man. And I don't like walking all the way down there. And I know I'm going to be wasting my time in the next, 20, 30 minutes after I fucking get there. People, y'all get sick of that shit too, man. Everyone will be getting sick of that shit. There might be something for me to go on. I don't know, because what is next week? Next week is Thanksgiving. I believe I'm not exactly sure, but I think next week is Thanksgiving. And people gonna want people to be on their work sites just to clean the white work sites real good. So I don't know if I'm gonna end up staying downtown on a ticket, going to Mount Pleasant on a ticket, or whatever. I don't know right now. Before I leave this house, I'm going to call this lady, because I'm going to let her know I'm not going to be wasting my time going all the way down there. I need to, if I need to go out, I'll let her know. I need to go out today. Shit, I need me some fucking money. Yeah, man. So, yeah, I've been looking at that TV series. It's on YouTube. You can look it on YouTube. It's called Evil Lives Here. And the last episode I was looking at, it was some lady. She was dating some dude, and the dude turned out to be a serial killer. The dude had killed her niece. The dude was sexually abusing her two daughters. And you know, lady that he got with, that he was in a relationship with, that's the one that was doing all the talking and narrating about this guy, about this story. And it seemed like to me, I mean, she was a nice looking lady, but it just seemed like to me she didn't have any common sense. And I don't mean no harm, but I'm going to reiterate what I've been saying to you young ladies or anyone that's listening. When you have children, right? And your children is from another man. Your children already got their father. Why in the fuck would you go out there, get involved in a relationship, and bring these strange men into your home? I'm sick and tired of hearing about young girls or young men being sexually abused by their mother's boyfriend, by their stepfather, or whoever the case may be. I don't understand why human women do this bullshit. White women do it, black women do it, Latino women do it. I really don't know too much about the Asian community if they do that bullshit. Or the Middle East community where they do that bullshit. Where their husband or their boyfriend will die, or they'll leave the family. And then the woman will go out into the world, find some clown, and bring the clown back into her home where her children are at. Why would you want another man around your kids like that? Why? That is so stupid to me. And no other creature on earth does that. If you really look at let me give you a perfect example. When you look at the Lion Kingdom, the lioness, the female lion, she will get with a male lion. She'll get pregnant by him. She'll go into the bush. When it's time for her to have the cubs, she will separate herself, isolate herself, leave the pride, have the babies, take care of them on her own. Then she'll go back to her pride. But what happens when the male king, the lion king, is attacked or he's killed? What happens to the lioness cubs? It is a very terrible situation. But when another male lion comes in, they murder the cubs of another lion. It is very seldom that they allow another male lion child to live. And that is what a lot of human men do. They don't want to raise another man's child. They don't want to look at another man's child. So I don't understand why the sisters, why these women would bring in a man into their home knowing that that man is not her children's father. Why would you want another man around your kid? And then when the kid tells you things about the man, you don't fucking believe him. You know why you don't believe him? Because you don't fucking protect them. At least a female lion will take care of and protect her seed, her offspring. And they are not made in the image of God. A lion is not made in the image of God. A cat is not made in the image of God. A bird is not made in the image of God. A dog is not made in the image of God. But they protect their young better than humans. Can someone explain that to me? We're made in the image of God, but we are the most dumbest creatures on earth. We can't protect what's ours, and nobody wants to use common sense. That's the only thing I'm saying. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. You know what I'm going to start doing? Because I don't read the chat right away. I don't read the chat right away. We got one in the building. We got 5 likes. Shout out to the one in the building. Yo, shout out to those that rock out with me. You know what I mean? I understand that people can't stay. It's early in the morning. We're not doing the walking thing this morning. I don't feel like doing it. I feel like just taking the bus. My last $2, but I'm going to take the bus. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Before I even get on the bus, I'm going to call down there to that office because she don't open that office until 5:15 in the morning, sometime a little bit later than that. And I'll find out that way. You know what I mean? Because I don't feel like walking. I think there was a few times we walked down there, there was no tickets. We had to walk back fucking home. You know what I mean? There was one time we didn't have to walk home? No, it was like 2 different times we didn't have to walk home because certain people had hit the Cash App. They donated to the channel. That was Tamika donated to the channel. Keep the Change had donated to the channel. Highly Favored had donated to the channel. You know, different ones donated to the channel. Those particular mornings that they didn't feel like me walking back home. You know what I mean? Shout out to the chat because it takes an hour to get there, and when you walk back, depending on traffic, it might take you at least over an hour, almost 2 hours to get back home this way. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everyone that supports this channel. But yeah, on those particular mornings, yes, those people donated to the channel, so I didn't have to walk. They donated to the channel so I was able to take the bus. Shout out to them. Yeah, but I was just wondering about that. Because I keep seeing these stories about these women that allow all these strange men around their kids. You're made in the image of God. Why would you do that? Because no other creature on earth does that. No other creature on earth has that title. Made in the image of God, was created in the image of God. I don't believe we're made in the image of God, because if we were, we would have more common sense. We wouldn't allow strange people around our kids. You know what I mean? I don't have children, but I know what it is to be raised around people that are strangers, the people that really don't give a fuck about you. Only thing they give a fuck, well, in my case, it was foster care and adoption. The only thing they gave a fuck about was getting money from the fucking state. That's all they gave a fuck about. They didn't give a fuck about me. They didn't give a fuck about the people I grew up with. Because I grew up with one of my biological siblings. We have the same mother, the same father, the same grandparents, the same great-grandparents. So we went through the same house. We experienced different levels of abuse, but, you know, it is what it is. We made it through as kids, but it scarred us. You know what I mean? I look at my life. My life is not perfect. I'm supposed to be on a higher level than what the fuck I'm on. I'm not. I'm not functioning on that level. I look over there at him. He's doing a little bit better than me. He's doing a little bit better than myself. Because he got kids and he got grandchildren. That's how I know he did 110% better than what I did. Shout out to the chat. And yes, a lot of people say, it doesn't matter, you know, X, Y, and Z. Yes, people do value you whether or not, okay, you are valued by what you got. By who can carry on your name and your bloodline after you. And if you don't have that, you're not as valued as much. That's why I say I don't understand how the Bible or any religious text or any religious book says that humans are made in the image of God. We are created in the image of God, because if that was true, and I don't mean no harm, but I do mean some harm, if that was fucking true, why do we do so many dumb things? Why is this world in such a turmoil? It seems like the animals are living better than humans. And they don't have the same thing we have. They don't have that will. They have to obey the laws that Mother Nature set for them. We have laws, but we don't obey the law. You know what I mean? That's why we got the prison situation going on. That's why there's capital punishment going on. And I just don't understand how I was looking at this one series, and this woman said that she met this man at a party or at a club somewhere. She didn't know him from a can of paint. She started talking to him, started dealing with him, and the next thing she knew, she had moved this strange man into her home. A few months later, what ended up happening? Her niece ended up disappearing. Her children were sexually assaulted. And then on, people in the neighborhood started dying and started disappearing. And come to find out, that dude was a serial killer. So I'm trying to understand how we are made in the image of God and we don't use our common sense. Come on, man. Something ain't right. Somebody is lying. Somebody is lying somewhere about that. I want to know who wrote that shit. Humans are made in the image of God. That's a goddamn lie, because there ain't no way in the world all these other creatures on the earth, all these other animals on the earth know how to protect their offspring better than a human does. I don't want to hear that shit no more. I don't. So I'm out of here. I'm going to end this video. I hope everyone has an awesome day. You know what I mean? I'm going to leave my phone on the charger until what? Almost 4:30. Then I'm going to get up. I'm going to get myself together. Then I'm going to get dressed and put on my shoes. Then I'm going to leave out this house. Get on the bus, go downtown, and see where I go from there. Because as soon as I walk in, because she don't really, like if she got any new tickets, you don't find anything out about that until what? 6 o'clock, 6:30. You know what I mean? So shout out to the chat. I'm out. Y'all have an awesome day. I guess whoever's getting ready to go live later, they're getting ready to go live later. Shout out to them. Shout out to all my subscribers, my support team, and my YouTube creators. I'm out. Peace.